This is BTS's Indian interview, and a lot of you guys recommended this video. So this must be a really, really good interview. I'm not sure. I haven't heard the interviewer's name. It's the first time seeing this. Where was this? Is this in India? I don't know if they did a concert in India yet. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is online.
We're together for India. Stay strong.
V.
V.
We have to talk about your voice.
True.
Jungkook, I love your hair.
India BTS Army, आपका हमारे दिल में रहते हैं.
Super!
Thank you, Sakshma.
Hi guys, my name is Sakshma Srivastav and I hope that all of you who are watching the show from your homes are happy and healthy. My guests today, they are singers, they are dancers, they are songwriters, they are philanthropists and they are models and they are very handsome. Please give it up for the biggest K-pop
Handsome? More than that.
group in the world, BTS.
Here we are, BTS. Hi.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Hi.
Namaste.
Hi.
Please go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Jimin. Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name is Orem. Nice to meet you guys.
I'm Suga. Nice to meet you.
I'm J-Hope. Namaste.
Nice to meet you. I'm V.
Look at the
Namaste.
noodle hair, the fluffy hair.
I'm Jungkook. Nice to meet you.
Cool hair.
Namaste.
Yeah?
Namaste, worldwide handsome guy Jin.
Oh, worldwide handsome, of course, very, very handsome. Okay, we have to talk about your song, Butter. Please tell us about the concept of the song and what was the most fun part about shooting it?
It's no hard tracks. It's really cool. It's just a dance pop track with summer vibes. We try to dance smooth like butter. That's all about the song. We try to give the positive energy and the danceable vibes to the world. And we really enjoy recording it, but many members they had quite a hard times to pronounce the English lyrics.
Right.
Smooth
Okay,
like
my
butter.
next question to Jin. I have to ask you that when I was
Jin.
doing my research on you, I watched hundreds of your performances and you sing and you dance like a dream. But I went to the comments section and I saw that 90% of the comments were about how you are so handsome. And I felt like, of course you are handsome, but I feel like do you think because there's so much focus on how good you look, sometimes it overshadows the fact
Good
that you are so
question.
much more than that you're also a very talented and hardworking musician?
일단 뭐 그렇게 생각하진 않고요. 뭐 제가 외모가
Did
잘생겼다고
you see Jungkook laughing there a
해서
little
뭐
bit?
노래가 부르는 게 마이너스가 되지는 않으니까
That confidence that Jin
저는
has.
더 뭐 이걸 잘하고
I like the fact that she did her research.
뭐 얼굴이 잘생겼다 해서 더 부가적으로 추가가 돼가지고 더 좋은 플러스 요소가 된다고 생각을 하고 뭐 얼굴이 다른 거를 방해한다 뭔가 이렇게 봤을 때 저쪽으로 눈이 조금 더 갈 수는 있지만 얼굴 때문에 다른 것들이 더 이렇게 뭔가 낮아진다 기준이 낮아진다 이런 거는 아니라고 생각합니다. 뭐랄까 맛있는 음식에 이렇게 장식을 조금 더 추가하는 기분?
That's a very interesting answer. Very well said, very well said. Okay, my next question to Suga. I want to ask you that.
Wow, I love the fact that she's including all the members, the questioning all the members, probably one by one. And then it's a thought out question. She did her research. She had all her questions beforehand. She knew about BTS. She knew the latest song that was released about BTS. And most interviewers don't do that. The attitude I get from the past the interviewers in the States seemed to like almost look down upon BTS, which I really didn't like. It felt disrespectful to me. And the fact that they couldn't speak English, they were laughing at them for that, and it felt really disrespectful. I didn't like it. Because it was BTS, they made it fun, but from the interviewer side, I thought it was extremely unprofessional and disrespectful in the few interviews that I saw in the past.
BTS, of course, has given us a lot of songs based on your personal suffering and pain. Usually when something happens to us in our lives, which is not a happy memory, we want to forget about it and not think about it. But for you as an artist, to make songs and music inspired from difficult memories, That means you have to go back and feel all those emotions again. Is
Wow,
that a
really good
difficult
research.
process emotionally?
어렵지는 않았고요.
I bet they also like hearing questions like this too, like thought out. Because if you think about it yourself as an idol, you're gonna get asked the same question thousands of times, right? They just want the clickbaity titles and the like ask a stupid question that's gonna get a lot of views and likes. The most basic questions that you're gonna have to answer thousands of times, and you get bored. Once you get asked a question that is actually well thought out, it's gonna be fun to get interviewed like this too. They want to come back to your interviews.
평소에 저희가 진짜 좀 많이 곡을 좀 써서 작업물들이 좀 많아요. 저희 멤버들이. 그러다 보니까 개인 작업을 할 때 사실상 어떤 이야기를 할지가 항상 모든 멤버들이 고민을 많이 하는데 그런 경험들이 있다는 거에 대해서 오히려 좀 지금 돌이켜보면 좀 감사하다는 생각도 들고 왜냐하면 더 다양한 이야기를 할 수 있었던 것 같아가지고 그리고 뭐 그 당시에는 그 다시 생각해내는 게 괴로웠지만 지금은 또 그렇지 않아요. 그 내고 나면 좀 많이 해소되는 부분도 있어가지고 저는 뭐 딱 반반인 것 같아요.
So, is it also cathartic? Same to Sugar. Is it cathartic when you actually make music out of it? Does it help you cope up with those emotions?
Wow, this was something that even I really thought of when I was watching the Switch Vida episodes. You know, Suga talked about what inspired him to make certain kind of music. This is the question that I really wanted to hear him answer. Good question.
The past?
저 같은 경우는 많이 도움이 된 것 같고요. 그리고 이제 뭐 많은 사람들이 되게 트라우마나 안 좋은 기억을 가지고 살지만 어느 순간 그걸 이겨내야 되는 순간이 분명히 존재하고 또 그 좀 정리해야 되는 순간이 분명 필요하다고 생각이 드는데 저는 그 과정 중에 하나가 이제 음악을 발표했던 순간들인 것 같아요.
Right. Beautiful. Very well said.
Also, I thought like Suga isn't an introverted person, and he could probably only open up to the members, maybe the family, and only the close people that he can talk to. And oftentimes, it's not just introvert and extrovert thing. When you're going through a certain kind of traumatic experience, you don't even want to talk. Sometimes you just want to keep it inside you. And as a musician, it's really cathartic to release that through music, and it's probably a good way to do it too.
Let me come to J-Hope.
Just like I see it.
Firstly, I have to tell you what you did for the children in Tanzania was really, really cool.
Yeah, the research is really
It's a
well
really
done.
nice thing to do. Such a hero. For those who don't know, J-Hope on Children's Day donated 100 million Korean won to the children in Tanzania who are suffering from violence. And in fact, all the members of BTS from time to time have donated money to help people in need,
And
which
Army
is
too.
absolutely amazing. My question to you, J-Hope, is that when people talk about BTS, they say most successful band in the world, they say legends of K-pop.
Do you see all the members like smiling there because they're getting asked like a good question?
And probably every single artist in the world wants to be where BTS is today, but you are already there. When you have achieved that level of success, what is the next goal that drives you? What is the next big thing? What is
Wow.
that BTS dreams to?
Like these are questions that they have asked themselves too. If you remember, if any of you guys have watched the Burn the Stage documentary, this was the exact same question that all the boys, especially Suga, was talking in interviews. It's like, we achieved the dreams that we wanted to achieve, and what is the next goal? We don't really know because BTS is paving the way towards. Nobody is in front of BTS, so they're walking. They're like, if there's a storm coming, BTS is walking on the front. They're breaking through the glasses. They're paving the way for all the other artists. So if you think about this, like BTS walking the front from thousands of miles in the front, and then there's other groups kind of under the umbrella of BTS, seeing how BTS explores, and then for the other members, it is going to be hard. But for BTS, it's even harder because they don't know which direction to go to. They are the biggest group in the world. All the things they're doing, it's the first time ever like Korean artists is ever doing, like any other group is ever doing something like BTS.
No.
사실 뭐 지금 와서 생각을 해보면은 정말 무궁무진한 꿈들을 가지면서 지금 이 자리까지 왔지만은 사실 그 중심에 하나는 그냥 저희 것을 온전하게 잘 하고 잘 지키고 잘 즐기고 했기 때문에 그냥 뭔가 운명적으로 많은 부분들이 이루어졌다라고 생각이 들기 때문에 그냥 앞으로도 뭔가 뭐 분명한 목표를 두다기보다는 그냥 저희 것을 또 알아서 열심히 하면은 또 많은 부분들이 오지 않을까라는 생각이 들고요. 그리고 뭐 사실 뭐 이제 또 내년에 또 그래미가 있으니까 그래미적인 부분에 대해서도 뭐 목표를 잡으려면 잡을 수 있겠죠. 그래서 항상 저희 것을 열심히 하고 앞으로도 꾸준히 뭔가 음악과 퍼포먼스를 열심히 하면서 사람들에게 좋은
Again, how all the other members are smiling because the question is also good.
영광과 많은 그런 즐거움을 드리고 싶습니다.
Beautifully spoken. That's very well said. That's very well said, J-Hope. Okay, RM, my question to you is 8 years into the business, and I think BTS has tried so many concepts and given so many genres to the audience.
Again, I want to mention, oftentimes you hear like RM has to translate in the interviews and they ask stupid questions and you can see like RM's agitated face. Like he gets a little like annoyed. Again, this question again, or they ask about like certain things they don't want to talk about, personal lives, girlfriends, and we all know it's just like no, they want to keep that part private, or they just ask stupid questions that have been asked thousands of times. But this time, when she called Juna, like look at how attentive he was too. I find it real cute.
Okay, RM, my question to you is 8 years into the business, and I think BTS has tried so many concepts and given so many genres to the audience, and the fans are really hungry for something new with every single comeback. I want to ask you that when you have tried so many things, now is it hard to sort of reinvent yourself every single time? Is it hard to surprise the audience and bring something new to the table every single time?
Basically, it's never been easy. We, in average, we've been releasing like new music twice a year, and sometimes it happened like 3 times a year. And mostly like except Dynamite and this Butter, we've been releasing like 8 to 10 tracks. So it's a lot of amount to put in, because we've never seen such artists like release this kind of amount of music, and of course the contents, the videos, visuals, the behind the scenes. And it would be lie if I say that there's no pressure and it's always full of joy. But actually, you know, that's what's fun about this whole life and the career. That was one of the biggest reasons that made our.
Okay, sorry to cut it off, but 2 things to point out. They're also changing their genres too. Oftentimes, K-pop groups, they fit into a certain criteria. Okay, this group makes this kind of music, and they stick to that because it's easier to catch attention. When they think of like, oh, this group, oh, their group is connected to this genre. With BTS, every single time when they're changing as a person, adolescence type of music, it's rebellion. And then each album, they're changing their music. And it's even more difficult when it's like that. And now secondly, when RM was mentioning, you know, it's never easy. They're paving the ways, exploring, but that's part of the fun. If it was the same, like if BTS stuck to the same rebellious music that they did in the beginning, they would be still making the same kind of music, same kind of themes, same kind of lyrics. They're gonna get bored. It might be easier, but it's gonna be boring. It is harder when you're trying to make new music and pave the way for other groups, or just keep constantly changing themes based on your own taste and personality as an artist. As you're changing throughout your life, as you're aging a little bit more, well, that's fun. It might be harder, but it's more fun because you get to explore a little bit more. You get to scratch your curiosity too as an artist, and I think you really need that in any kind of profession. Hey, if you want to watch full uncut reactions, click the link in the description for Patreon. Sometimes I have to edit the video a little bit, like I'll add a black screen or I'll change the audio a little bit. So if you want to watch full uncut, unedited video, click the link in the description for Patreon. Plus, you get added benefits like exclusive song reactions. Sometimes I'll react to albums, I'll react to concerts and eliminate 1 or 2 songs, which will be exclusive on Patreon.
Current position, actually. Fans and people always expect the new creativity of ourselves, our new images, new hair, new music, new messages, and our new kind of everything. So it's been pressure, but thanks to the pressure, we've been trying to practice and trying to create the new images. In summary, I'll say like it's never been easy and it will never be, but it's still fun. And that's one of the biggest motivation that we could ever have. That's what BTS is right now and will be forever.
Wow. Using the pressure as a motivation too. That's a positive way to look at it.
You are always so articulate, RM. When you speak, it's always so articulate and so intellectual. It's always a pleasure to listen to you.
Thanks for
Like,
saying
really,
I like her. I like her. Please tell me there's more enemies with her.
so well. Okay, my question to Jimin. At a young age,
Why am I blushing here? Tell me why am I blushing here?
the impact that you had.
if a pretty girl like that, complimented me, I would keep blushing too. But Juna, peaceful. I know there's nothing like that is happening, but it's just I'm blushing. What can I do?
As BTS is absolutely incredible and enormous in the world. But the thing is, there's so much scrutiny that every single thing that you might say, every sentence is dissected on social media. Every single picture taken is also discussed on social media. Can that be intimidating in times? Do you think it makes you think twice before you might do anything or say anything on camera?
Definitely.
항상 이제 조심해야 되고 부담을 가진 적도 있지만 사실 그만큼 또 저희를 관심을 가지고 저희를 이렇게 봐주시는 분들이 많다는 거를 느끼고 또 저희의 이런 뭔가 말과 행동들이 어느 사람에게는 누군가에게는 또 좋은 영향이 될 수 있다는 사실이 굉장히 저희에게 행복한 일이기도 한 것 같아요. 그래서 더욱더 긍정적이고 좋은 영향을 나눠주고 싶다는 생각이 도리어 더 커지지 않았나.
Also, the other way around too. The negative can have a lot of negative impact towards other people, but it's hard for the artists, I think. So let's say we're all the BTS members, all the boys. They are humans. They're gonna go through some tough times, depressing times where they feel a little bit low, but they cannot voice that out necessarily because they know how much impact their voice has. So if they're going through a tough time and if they, try to share that moment with an army, we might think, oh, they should do that. But I think for the boys, they would think, oh, it's better not to say, voice out the tough times I'm going through, since it might have a negative impact, because since everyone is quite considerate. But I know when they go through tough times, at least they talk with the boys in themselves, within the group. They go out, call somebody up. Yeah, let's go for a soju. Let's go for drinks. Let's go. I need to talk to you about something.
생각이 듭니다.
Very classy. Very, very classy. Okay, V. We have to talk about your voice. V. You have a beautiful voice and it has the power to make the listener feel a lot of emotions, and it's sexy and it's just amazing and just keeps getting better and better with time. I want to ask you, is that something that you have worked on and polished?
Oh man, I feel like I'm getting all these compliments from like BTS. I'm getting shy here too.
A lot of vocal exercising and practice, or is this something that a singer just has to be born with, and no matter how much you practice, you can't get it if you don't already have it?
Look at Juna.
뭐 일단은 옛날에는 이제 먹어가는 발성이라고 선생님께 많이 혼났거든요. 근데 이제 이거를 저도 많이 갈고 닦아가지고 이렇게 장점으로 바뀔 수 있지 않았나 싶습니다.
It's a beautiful voice. It's like if you sing all night, the world will listen all night.
Nah,
Okay,
Jungkook. I feel like I'm getting
First
complimented.
of all, I love your hair. It's absolutely stunning. Good choice of color. I want to ask you that BTS has had a slow journey to the top. You guys have had your fair share of
Can I
struggling.
also say, like, this feels so natural. Even though this is an interview, it's professional, but it just feels really natural. She also is really considerate with the questions, really well thought out and researched. I think she practiced how she was going to ask the certain questions, or she's naturally skilled this way. But, wow.
The beginning of your career. I want to ask you, what is the one important thing
She's really charming too.
like a lesson that you learned in that time, which is very valuable, something that you carry with you till now and will stay with you forever?
저는 진짜로 데뷔 전부터 지금까지 멤버들한테서 배운 것도 너무 많고, 그리고 제가 이렇게 막 사회생활 하면서도 배운 것도 너무 많고, 그래가지고 뭐 하나하나 꼽을 수 없는데, 그리고 저는 약간 배웠다기보다 그냥 제 주위 환경이 너무 좀 좋은 사람들밖에 없었어가지고 좀 되게 고마운 마음? 뭔가 배우려고 하지 않았지만 좀 그렇게 만들어진 것 같아서 되게 고맙다고 생각하고 모르겠는데 지금도 사람이 되어가고 있지 않나 그런 생각합니다.
Okay, one more thing. Of course, because you guys have such busy schedules, I'm sure there are days when you're very tired. On days when you're tired and emotionally exhausted, how do you manage to turn up on set and deliver a performance where you're supposed to look happy and excited?
Wow.
정말
That is such a good question too.
저희 팬분들이 저희를 지켜보는 거잖아요. 그러니까 저희는 뭐 되게 굉장히 대충 할 수 없다 뭐 이런 생각을 가지고.
This is also applies to what Namjoon was saying. You know, the pressure. You use it as a motivation, even though it is hard to feel pressure. Namjoon was talking in terms of context of creating albums. We have this pressure to create something new hairstyle, new song, new genre. But it also applies to when you're tired, the pressure of all the fans and armies watching. So we have to put our performance.
우리 팬분들이 보는 거니까 열심히 하자 이러면서 다들 피곤해도 다 참고 이겨내고 하는 것 같습니다.
How professional! It's very professional. Okay. So unfortunately,
You're
India
really
is going through a very
professional too,
difficult time right now because of the COVID-19, and in the middle of that, your BTS Indian Army managed to raise 2 million Indian rupees within 24 hours and donate it to the patients and counting. Please share a message for them. It will mean so much to them.
Thank you for the beautiful armies in India. We miss you and we hope that we could be there in front of you as fast as possible. And let us stay strong in these challenging times. Our prayers go to everyone currently fighting against COVID-19. And we hope to see you soon, safe and sound.
Army, do not lose hope.
We're together for India!
Was there an army? Was there a concert in India before?
Stay strong!
Stay strong.
Let's go!
Okay, I have to ask you this because the Indian Army wants to know, when is BTS coming to India for a concert?
Never
We
they've
truly
done
hope
it.
that the situation gets as soon as possible, better as soon as possible. And
After
if
the
the
military,
opportunity comes, I hope we can see each other like safely. We send our best wishes for India's health. Many, including UNICEF, our partner for the Love Myself campaign, are sending their support as well. So we're aware that India is suffering badly from the pandemic. So after it, we truly hope that we can be there and claim that things are over and we're here together right now.
Oh, we can't wait to have you as well. It'll be such an honor if BTS comes to India. There are so many fans who are just waiting for
She has to interview the BTS when they do a concert. She has
to come.
to.
They're already saving money for the tickets, by the way.
She has to do it live.
We cannot wrap up without one thing. There's a tradition on our show. Whenever we have a foreign artist, we request them to say one sentence in our language, Hindi. So is it okay if I make you say one sentence in Hindi?
Yep.
So is it okay if I make you say, Indian BTS Army, you live in our heart? Is that okay?
Yep.
Super. Say Indian BTS Army.
Indian BTS Army.
आप हमारे दिल में रहते हैं. Oh, so you guys are so fast. Can we have that in one go? Can we have that in one go?
Come on.
One more time. Yes.
Show
Okay.
us. What is it?
Indian BTS Army, आप हमारे दिल में रहते हैं.
Let the head.
RM got it.
Yeah, I don't got it right away.
어렵다.
하나, 둘, 셋.
India BTS Army, आप हमारे
We got it too.
One more. Okay, one more. Retake. आप हमारे दिल में रहते हैं.
रहते हैं. आप हमारे दिल में रहते हैं. आप हमारे दिल में.
다시 한번 가자. 4, 2, 3에 4, 2, 3에. 자, 하나, 둘, 셋.
하나, 둘, 셋.
India BTS Army, आप हमारे दिल में
Super! Oh, that's a 10 on 10. That was perfect. You guys so fast.
Just struggled it a little
Incredible. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
This was such a good interview.
It was so
If they
nice
do a
to have you on my
concert.
show. It was my honor. And you guys make the world such a happy place. I hope that all the happiness multiplies into 1,000 times and comes back to you.
Thank you, Sakshma.
Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Borahe.
Right.
Thank you.
Namaste.
She's really charming. She's a good interview too. I hope she does a live interview with them if they do a concert.
You say the part in Blood, Sweat and Tears where remember you were in the air
Yeah.
suspended with your waist with a string.
그거 생각보다 어려운 게 전혀 없습니다. 그냥 벨트 메고 그냥 위로 올라가면 자동으로 올려줘요. 근데 되게 재밌습니다.
Well, that could be applied also somewhere else too. Hey, if you want to watch full uncut reactions, click the link in the description for Patreon. Sometimes I have to edit the video a little bit, like I'll add a black screen or I'll change the audio a little bit. So if you want to watch full uncut, unedited video, click the link in the description for Patreon. Plus, you get added benefits like exclusive song reactions. Sometimes I'll react to albums, I'll react to concerts and eliminate 1 or 2 songs, which will be exclusive on Patreon.